If you had the ability to control the black people on this planet, there isn't anything that you couldn't take, dismantle, destroy, or interrupt if you could mobilize black people. And so part of the ops agenda, a part of their modus operandi, is to find out which one of you is a potential leader. And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that. It's a part of it, as much as in any defense, you trying to figure out which way this dude is likely to go so I can rip that ball. It's the same.
Pay attention to what Katt Williams says, and you'll find it's true. Well-known black leaders in the past have been assassinated for less. Minister Louis Farrakhan risked a similar fate.
We don't get a favorable sign from the government that I am welcome, and no pledge of security for us.
His message is feared, and a lot of people are aware of what he is capable of doing when it comes to uniting black people.
In closing, I want you to take this pledge.
That same question about fearing, white people fearing, what will the black folks do and stuff? We should be running down the street screaming, ramping, and raving, because when you look at the statistics, who is the one dying?
I was brought up in, quote, Bedford-Stuyvesant in my time. But I would like to say what scares us is I think we hear violence.
From us, we do not have a history of killing white people. White people have a history of killing us.
Now, considering the danger a black leader faces trying to unite black people, should every black person then educate oneself and stand alone as a leader instead of waiting for one?
Being the leader of yourself gets you nothing. The people demand to be led regardless. There's not 13 shepherds and all these sheep. Why? Because it's unnecessary. Just one. Just one that has the connection with the sheep, which allows the sheep who has a brain about that small to be able to just focus on eating grass and not worry about falling off a cliff. We have the desire as humans to be led. We want to be led into battle. We want to be led into the football game. This is all because this is how we are wired. The cheerleaders and the pomp and circumstance, that goes back to the times of first humanity, because we do need that.
We now get into the point where Katt Williams speaks of two groups waiting for the Messiah. Black people sitting and waiting for the Messiah, while the other party in fact knows where to look for the Messiah.
The other side is far more diligent about looking for that Messiah than we are, because they know where to look.
Think about it. Yes, think about it. Louis Farrakhan once said, "Ever wondered why white people are so much into the business of black people?"
We are like hating you when we get together. You got to be in on everything we do. Let's listen to what they say and see. What are they talking about? What are they doing?
You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like. The liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the pharaoh and the sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nose, it can only be. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off. Or no chins missing. No, just the nose. Because it's a brand.